Investigation into a trendy line of hair care products reveals concerns about the company's manufacturing plant.
Well, Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears first exposed consumer complaints about Monat hair care back in March. Now tonight, well, she's got the results of an FDA inspection, and Darcy explains why the agency says Monat's products could be contaminated.
As consumer complaints about hair loss and scalp sores were piling up across the country, the FDA sent inspectors to the Florida facility where Monat products are made, and a federal report shows inspectors found unsanitary conditions.
You probably know someone who is considering joining an MLM or who already has and is posting about it 10 times a day on Facebook or Instagram. A few years ago, a hidden camera caught a then distributor for that company walking a prospective recruit through just how easy it can be.
Let's say you signed up 3 friends. Okay. So then you and I would help those 3 friends sign up their 3 friends and get their $700. Okay. Now there's 9 people there, right? Then we help those 9 people sign up their 3 friends and they get a $700. So everyone kind of gets their money back.
Wait, you kind of get your money back? That's as reassuring as hearing a doctor say he kind of knows where your appendix is. And if you are thinking, well, hold on, that business structure sounds familiar, isn't that a pyramid scheme? Well, there was a journalist waiting outside to ask the exact same question.
It's not an illegal pyramid scheme, it's a direct selling network marketing company.
Is it shaped like a pyramid, the business structure?
It is shaped like a pyramid, yes.
But you're saying it's not an illegal pyramid scheme?
It's not an illegal pyramid scheme.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is obviously the anti-MLM video that I've been promising for a while now. If you guys have me on Twitter, you guys know that I had some issues with technical things. I had 3 separate videos that were already filmed, edited, and ready for upload. And actually, this video that was already filmed and uploaded to YouTube, ready for a scheduled upload last week, I lost all of it. For whatever reason, I've looked everywhere for it. I can't find any of the footage. It's just gone. But I'm kind of glad because that original video was 30 minutes long, and I want to kind of dumb this down to where it's a more manageable amount of time for you guys to actually watch. Anyways, today's video is basically, like I said, about MLMs. And this topic is a topic that not very many channels cover because there's so many different brands that fall under the category of MLM, which means multi-level marketing, which is the nicer way of calling it a pyramid scheme, which is exactly what it is. When you do the diagrams, like you guys just saw Jim do for Michael, one person recruits these people, they recruit other people, and they recruit other people. It's a pyramid scheme. First thing I wanted to talk about is actually scams in the beauty community. This has been covered in depth by TeaSpill. I will have her video linked down below for you guys. But scams have been called out more recently, especially by people like TeaSpill and the other drama channels, because we have big name influencers like Gabby Hanna, Gabby DiMartino, Tana Mojo, endorsing and pitching these products from these companies like Kenza Cosmetics that have been found out to be complete scams.
They're 300 free set of brushes. I free brushes in just a matter of minutes, and I negotiated with the brand to give another 300 free set of brushes, but you have to hurry and be fast because not everyone's gonna get the brushes. Hey guys, so I'm seeing a lot of drama about how I'm possibly scamming you with the makeup brush site. I just want to let you guys know that I was sent makeup brushes from this website. I was kind of weary about working with them because I've heard about things like Kenza Cosmetics and stuff like that before and like watched companies. So when I got my brushes from them, I'm like, okay, so it's true. So I decided to promote them. I don't know if they're scamming me just for promotion. I'll keep you updated, but for now, just please accept my apology if it is something like that. Like, I'm truly sorry.
That is not too good to be true. It's true. Bermuda is giving away for free their autumn collection. They are destocking all of their autumn collections of brushes, palettes, shadows, concealers, and more for free. So while this is for free, the only thing you have to pay for is shipping, which is an average of $10, but you can get an additional 20% off of that for each item you add. But there is a 5 limit, so make sure you get your order in before they're completely gone. However, you guys need to hurry because this ends tomorrow at midnight or until like supplies last. If they're gone, but like, hi, what's free? Are you kidding me?
This company, Kenza Cosmetics, is giving away their makeup brushes for free. Today, I am partnering with Kenza Cosmetics, and they are doing a promotion right now where all of their makeup brushes are free. So all you have to pay is shipping. All you have to do is pay the shipping. I'm obsessed with so many of them, and they're really high quality brushes, and literally all you have to do is pay shipping. So swipe up to check them out. Shout out Kenza Cosmetics. So make sure to swipe up because that is where the link is available. $0. Come on, get in my fucking cart. So many people must be on the website. Like, what's going on? I just added it to my cart. You should do the same thing.
Now keep in mind, these influencers get paid large sums of money to promote these brands, so they don't give a shit whether or not you even get product, because whether or not you get the brushes is not gonna affect them, period, because they're still gonna get paid regardless. And of course, I'm sorry, Gabby is not the smartest person, Gabby DiMartino. She says, well, I got the brushes, because they're not gonna just not give you the brushes if they're asking you to promote their brand. They're gonna make sure you get your brushes. Everyone else, all your subscribers who rely on you and trust you, they ain't gonna get shit. And it sucks because a lot of the audiences, when it comes to people like especially Gabby and her sister and Tana, they're all very young audiences. They're very impressionable. So the minute their idol says you need to go get this free makeup and all you pay is shipping, which by the way, how does that make any sense? How would a company that's a startup company especially, how are they gonna make money giving away free products? That makes 0 sense at all. Now getting into today's main topic. Now if there's one group of people I love to piss off, it is the Huns. And no, not the Huns, the nomadic people from Central Asia who lived on this planet around 4th and 6th century AD. Thanks Google. No, we're talking about these Huns.
Hi guys, it's Cheyenne. I just got my Younique kitty. I bought a Younique presenter's kit. I got the brand new one. I cannot wait to show you what all is in it. Our color correcting moisturizer, if you can see. This is without, this is with. It really rids of hyperpigmentation and just gives you a smooth, clean, beautiful surface. If you're fair skin, you will need light. It only comes in 2 colors. When applying, you want to apply in 3 thin layers. Pick one direction and do one simple slide against the lips. Because this product dries so fast, if you go back and forth like a normal lipstick, it will clump and not look the way you want it to. So just make sure you apply it in that one thin layer, one direction each time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now, the reason I am so against MLM brands is because the selling tactics they use, a lot of them, are very questionable and so disgusting because they target a certain audience. And the certain audience they target are women like me. I just had my daughter back in October of last year, and as a single mom, I have to admit I would love to have a job, which I kind of do with this. I'd love to have a job that allows me to stay home, make my own hours, makes me money, and I'm allowed to be at home with my child and spend all day, every single day with her. That sounds like a dream to a lot of parents, especially parents who perhaps aren't stay-at-home parents, or they're no longer able to be stay-at-home parents. So put yourself in a position of someone like me, a single mom, right? A vulnerable, by herself all day with her child, single mom who needs to go back to work, and she knows she needs to go back to work because things aren't working out for her financially and she needs to do a lot better. That's not me, but I'm just saying, imagine that you're in that position. So you go online, you go on Facebook, and you see a message from someone you saw in high school you haven't seen since high school, and you're like, damn, they're getting a hold of me, I wonder what's going on. Well, they ask you questions that are kind of intrusive, kind of like, you know, don't you have kids? Don't you do this? Are you working? Where are you working? What are you making? What are you doing? Like, there's some pretty intrusive questions that, quite frankly, I don't think anyone who isn't family or a close friend should be asking. But because they want to find out who exactly fits their little model of who they should be recruiting into their teams, they're going to ask these questions and try to play the sympathy card and make you think that they actually give a shit about you when they really don't. So the conversation continues, and eventually it gets to a point where they're like, well, you know what? I have this amazing opportunity that I can give to you and offer you if you want to join my team and make this amount of money and do this and this and this, and They paint this beautifully rosy pink picture about how your life could be if you join their team. You're promised wealth, your own business, making your own hours, being able to stay at home with your children. So you take the bait, you pay the money for the starter kit, and you become part of this brand. But you learn very quickly, no matter what brand you work for, whether it be Limelight, Roden and Fields, Younique, this applies to all of them because it's the same shit with every single one of these brands. They do the same selling tactics. It's disgusting, it's disturbing, but it's what happens every day, and this is how they get the majority of their presenters onto their brands. So now you're a presenter and you're pushed by your uplines to start parties and have parties to sell product, show product off, take orders, the works. You post numerous amounts of pictures online every single day, almost every hour, to try to get some sort of buzz about the product you're selling and try to get attention so people go to your parties so you can make sales. But unfortunately, no one's falling for it. The vast majority of people who sign up for MLM programs lose the money they invest into the brand when they first sign up for it. The only people who really make a good amount of money are the people who created it and the bigger upline, to the people who have been there from the beginning of the brand. Your only job in this brand is to make them money, which is why they continue to push and push and push. And let's talk about that, because the one thing I've heard about every brand, I've had one person from literally almost every single brand, ex-presenters have come to me and told me that uplines will push the sales of products regardless of whether or not they're actually in stock. Younique is the most well-known brand for doing this, and it's absolutely disturbing. Now when it comes to makeup brands specifically, especially brands like Younique and Lip Sense, I've seen so many presenters. They'll have before pictures where their face looks very sullen and dull, not very youthful, it just doesn't look very good. But then they'll have an after picture where their skin looks supple, it looks healthy and glowy, and it's super, super filtered. So here are a few examples, and I really shouldn't be laughing. These are examples of what I'm talking about. These are all heavily filtered pictures from the Yoology launch, which is the brand new skincare regimen that Younique released, I want to say not too long ago. This is fairly new. So these are all pictures from the Yoology launch. And the thing about Yoology is, in order to sell the product, they have you go through this like master class. And after 1 day of classes, you are certified as a Yoology specialist, which is ridiculous to me. And honestly, any brand, like I said, that allows people, their presenters, people who represent them as a brand, to allow this sort of dishonesty, they should be clocked for this shit. So this is my little call to action. If you see anyone doing this shit, please clock them, or send screenshots or whatever, clock them. This is dishonest. This is not an honest business practice. You don't do this. This is false advertising. And then we go to these next few slides here, and we see this woman who claims that she used no filter, when you can very clearly see that she very clearly heavily filtered her pictures. And the last two pictures we're looking at is for a mascara from Younique, obviously, and she's claiming that that's just mascara. No, those are falsies, don't lie. And the woman on the right is just puckering her lips and making it look like her lips are bigger thanks to a lip gloss. This is bullshit and should not be allowed to happen. It is dishonest to use filters to create an illusion that the products that you're selling gave you the result that you put in the after picture, even though it is very painfully obvious that it has been fabricated. Now in this situation, we see an older woman who is obviously very worried about her skin, and she wants to make sure that her skin looks incredible. And we all know, especially when you are someone who's in the makeup community or the makeup industry, you know that the older generations, their main focus is to remain looking youthful. They don't want wrinkles, they don't want fine lines, they want to get rid of all the crow's feet, they want nothing on their face. They want to look youthful, and they will spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to get that look on their face. Now, when it comes to things like this, older people become the more vulnerable targets, because obviously people my age and younger, we all know that there are apps on our iPhones and Androids, apps like Facetune and Photoshop, that allow us to completely alter the picture that we have on our phones and make it into whatever it is we want to make it into. We know those apps exist, but for the older generations who aren't perhaps the most knowledgeable as far as technology especially, they have no idea things like that exist, and they have no idea that people are actually doing things like that, or that they would even think about doing things like that. So say, you know, grandma logs online onto her Facebook because she has all her family and her friends are all there. She wants to keep up with all her grandkids and everything. So she logs onto Facebook and one of her friends reposts this picture of this new skincare line called Younique. So grandma sees the pictures and she's blown away by the results. You have representatives of these brands claiming that you can get these results in as little as a week, and that's just shitty to do. Anybody who knows anything about beauty and skincare regimens know that nothing is going to work in as little as a week, especially not to that extent. There's no way in hell. But like I said, Grams has little to no idea what the hell's going on. All she sees is this older woman who is about her age with this flawless looking skin in the after picture, and she has to find out what this product is, and she wants the entire line and she wants doubles and triples of it. So of course she is pointed into the direction of the sales representative, and this representative makes a huge sale. Graham gets the products, and of course she's been told in as little as a week she's gonna see a difference in her skin, a major difference in her skin, and she uses the products for that week and then 2 weeks and nothing's happening. And now she's starting to realize that this product may not have worked the way she thought it was supposed to work, the way that she was told it would work. I've seen people do this multiple times, especially in these MLM brands, and it is so wrong to do things like that. And then moving into the essential oil MLM brands, I've seen so many people. The one that really got to me, there was one post, I'll put it up right here if I can find it. Where someone had suggested that if you mix essential oils in with your mascara, that it would revive your mascara. Please, for the love of all that is holy in this universe and on this green earth, please do not do this. Also, please have common sense enough to not digest essential oils. I saw a representative for Younique in the Younique line, which is, by the way, a complete ripoff of the Curology line of skincare regimens that is currently available, that has raving reviews online, that is also backed by professionally licensed dermatologists and doctors, unlike Younique, which is a bunch of bullshit.
And right now, I tell you right now, is such an incredible time to get in at the floor, because this is a brand new mind-blowing skincare. Like, it is, I'm going to tell you right now, this skincare is going to be revolutionary. I am blown away. I can't believe all of the results that I'm seeing on people that are showing them right now after only using it for a week. It's just crazy. Just crazy. And I'm so excited to just help everyone love the skin that they're in, because so many of us, we just don't think to care for ourselves. This is all about self-care too, and taking care of yourself, taking care of your skin. And once you start doing that, you're going to feel so much better. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the serum, and this is amazing, this stuff, okay? And yeah, I just like to, and then don't forget your neck. And I've already noticed that the wrinkles that I have on my neck are already starting to vanish. It's insane, you guys. So just tap that all over your face, just like so. And then it will just absorb into your skin super easily, okay? Then next is my favorite. So you want to make sure that you are cleansing properly, removing your makeup and then cleansing, because if you go to bed with your makeup on, your skin ages 7 days if you are not washing your face at nighttime. 7 days, my friends. That's insane. I wish I would have known this a long time ago, because I used to be guilty of falling asleep with my makeup on. And if you, again, want to have that glowing, youthful looking skin, you have to have a good skincare regimen. And I'm here to help you find the best combination for your specific skincare needs. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I seriously can't wait for people to try this, because you are gonna be so blown away by how amazing and incredible your skin feels and looks. So thank you so much for watching.
Younique has never been reasonable with their prices, especially when it comes to the makeup, because their makeup is such shit quality. And I've seen this from ex-presenters, people who I've sold them previously, previous customers. I've seen reviews online by the dozen saying that the money you pay for the product you get does not make any sense whatsoever. So with that being said, I didn't expect them to do anything reasonable as far as pricing with this new Yoology line. And on average, believe it or not, people are paying $251 for 4 small products that are supposed to be life-changing and revolutionary, even though they are neither of those things. Curology, which is the original and the better option that is backed by dermatologists and doctors, is even cheaper than this. And you expect me to not say shit about this? Absolutely not. And what you're looking at right here are 2 real certificates. This is real. People are really proud about this. They are sharing their certificates that recognize them as a certified yoologist when they take that dumbass class, a master class online, not a physical class, an online class that certifies them as a yoologist. And these people really think that because they took an online class for one day, that they're going to be able to personally sit down with you and tell you what the problems you have with your skin and recommend products to you from their line. That is a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, this is the new Stick Foundation line. I talked about this on Twitter extensively. And when I saw this, I wasn't surprised because, once again, I'm not surprised by brands like Younique doing shitty things and releasing shitty product. It's one of those things that I expect. And I get surprised if a product really isn't that bad. That's how bad Younique is, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. What I want to know is how you guys feel about this shade range. Because we'll sit here and we'll clock Tarte, we'll clock everybody else, Beauty Blender, for their busted ass releases and shade ranges. And we talk about how, you know, these people of color and even lighter skin tones, it's also an issue with people with much lighter skin tones. They shouldn't be an afterthought when releasing products like this. They should be thought of in the entire process. If you're not going to release an entire shade range with inclusive shades and undertones for every skin tone, don't release the shit at all until you do think about doing that and you actually give a fuck about that kind of shit. So what do you guys think about this shade range? Sound off below.
Now the biggest thing I want you guys to understand is that a lot of these brands, including brands like Monat, LuLaRoe, they have class action lawsuits against them that are active as we speak. How these brands, especially brands like Monat, are allowed to keep producing product is completely beyond me, but they are. But they also have class action lawsuits. If there has ever been a red flag for any brand, that has to be by far the largest red flag. If a brand has a number, not just one, not just two, a number of class action lawsuits that are actively open, you should avoid that brand at all costs, like the Black Plague. Overall, guys, I know that this may just seem like I'm being an asshole to these brands and to the presenters. That's not what my intention is. I just do not like dishonest brands and dishonest people who work for those brands, because as far as I'm concerned, I've seen nothing but dishonest people and dishonesty from all these brands. Brands like Younique that allow their presenters to claim the brand is cruelty-free and vegan, even though that is so far from the truth. They have never been certified as either of those things, and I don't think it's ever going to happen because they failed to meet the requirements to be even considered either of those things. But you can bet your sweet ass that you will see all the presenters claiming that it's a cruelty-free and vegan brand when it's not. I've seen lip sense people claiming that the burning sensation a lot of people report after using their lip scent lipsticks. That's normal. That just means the product is working. No, that's not normal. You should not feel any pain using a cosmetic product, and if you do, stop using that product. And to all the assholes who sell Monat products, no, it is not normal for you to lose insane amounts of hair if there is nothing health-wise wrong with you. People are losing their hair after using your product. That is not normal. I've seen presenters saying, oh, that's just your hair and your scalp being regenerated or rejuvenated. You're gonna lose all the dead hair before you get all the new hair in to replace it. That makes no fucking sense. But they will still peddle all these lies just to get the sales. At the end of the day, what you choose to spend your money on is completely up to you. I'm just hoping that with videos like these now starting to become more popular on YouTube, or at least I'm hoping they will become more popular on YouTube and elsewhere, you will do yourself the due diligence to do your own research on each of the brands and figure out and find out for yourself if it's worth investing in these brands. If you are an ex-rep of any of the brands talked about in today's video and you have an experience, whether it be good experience or bad experience, leave it down below. I want to see conversations started about this topic because I feel so strongly about these kind of things, because I've seen so many people and I've gotten so many messages from complete strangers telling me their stories about how they were burned by companies and how they're still waiting for refunds back on certain things. It just, so many people are negatively affected by brands that are MLM brands like Younique, like LipSense, like Scentsy and LuLaRoe. It's insane that these brands are still actively in business and are still making money, but it is the way it is. Like I said, do your due diligence to yourself, but also your friends and family before you even lay a cent into these brands. You owe it to yourself and you owe it to your friends and family to at least be honest when getting involved in these brands. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so, so much.